Is it going? Okay. So we've all heard the quote, "You can't judge a book by its cover," so many times. Everyone talks about it, but I think we don't really understand the meaning of it until we have an experience with it. And I think that we tend to think of people by the way they look right away. That's what we think right when we see someone. And I know I've had so many experiences with that. When I meet someone, the first thing I do is judge them, which is bad, but I think everyone does that. And you judge them by how they look because you obviously haven't gotten to know them yet. And some of the most amazing people you'll ever meet have such deceiving looks. Like, you'll meet them and you think, oh, this is wrong with them and this is wrong with them, and really they're this amazing person. And Jesus Christ was a good example of not doing that. He said, "Love thy neighbor as thyself," and when he met someone, he would love them right away. He wouldn't care what they looked like, what situation they were in. And I think that's such a good example. And people are very different in their own way. And I think that going back to the quote, "You can't judge a book by its cover," even each book, their covers, you can't decide what to read by looking at it. You don't look at a book and be like, oh, I want to read that. You read the back. You get to know the book, just like you do a person. If you want to become close to a person, you don't just stare at them all day. You have conversations with them and you get to know them. And when we do that, when we choose to love our neighbors and not judge them by the way they look, we are following the example of the Savior and becoming the people that we are meant to be. And it says in the scriptures that we'll be judged the way that we judge others. So unless we want to be judged by our appearance and by the way we look, we should not judge others.